when you don't have enough air in your tire to go get air at the gas station. This is what I'm dealing with right now, you guys. This is really happening. Like, I don't know what happens. Like yesterday my tire was full and I came out, like, and it's like, you can't see it, but it's flat. Like, but to go get air in my tires, I gotta put some air in my tires. Seriously though, you guys, this is the strangest thing I've ever done. Like, strangest thing. I'm sorry about the lighting. The sun's coming up. Oh, hey guys. So finally got some air in my tire and went to the commissary. I made meal prepping like all day. These kids are being toddlers today. I uploaded my vlog from 2 days ago. I'm combining yesterday and today just because yesterday was not really much of anything. No more, stop. You kick my seat again, you're gonna go in timeout when we get home. Are you going in timeout? She doesn't get to test me like that. Anyways, so, okay, let me turn this down. Oh, I'm like so loud right now. Okay, so I'm wearing my new denim jacket. I didn't realize like how expensive gluten-free food can be. Like, and it's really the things that like are replacing other things. So I really like to have peanut butter toast in the morning with banana on top. But the one jar, like I bought the one jar of peanut butter that wasn't gluten-free. And so I had to go get a new one that is gluten-free for me. And then I can't have the bread that the girls have. I had to buy, you know, the Rudy's stuff. $8 loaf of bread. $8 for a loaf of bread, and it's not even like a big loaf. Like, anyway. So I'm trying to stick to a lot of like fresh foods or like things that are grown out of the ground because those are all gluten-free. So like potatoes and like vegetables. I'm trying to eat a lot of that. That way I can have like a cheap, easy route for being gluten-free.
I don't want to go this time now.
Well, then you should have kicked my seat. No, Rissa. Yeah, I found out, like, I don't know if I told you guys, I found out that I have celiac disease. Apparently it developed in the past couple of years because, I'd say like the past 3 years, because like 4 years ago was fine and it didn't really like cause issues, but it's been getting like worse and worse and worse and worse, and like I always thought it was just like IBS, because it was IBS actually. But then it was to the point where I was doing the like IBS like diet that they give you, and like my issues were still so bad that it was actually like affecting my daily life, like to the point of I didn't want to leave the house, I didn't want to do anything, and I had all these issues, and so I went to the doctor. And I said, okay, I'm still having all these issues. This IBS diet isn't working, blah, blah, blah. So they started testing me for like allergies and stuff. And then it turns out that I don't just have a gluten intolerance. I have celiac disease now. And I was like, well, I've never had it before. They said it's something that could just develop because of environmental reasons. Sometimes it just happens. And yeah, so I have to be gluten-free now, and like I even noticed it. So I was eating what little gluten-free food we had, and then I had like some bread like a couple days ago, and oh my lord, it was just bad. Like, and I would get like angry and cranky and emotional, and then not even talk about like the physical issues I was having. It was so bad because I ate a piece of bread. And I know it's not like my anxiety or whatever, because I'm taking my medication and I don't feel the anxiety. It was like a whole different feeling. I started feeling like I did before I was eating gluten-free food. So this is my first shopping trip of just buying gluten-free stuff for like me. Expensive, man. It's real expensive. Jeez Louise. You know, I was that person like 5 years ago that thought, you know, being gluten-free was just the trendy new thing. I didn't really think, like, I'd never heard of celiac disease before. And it wasn't until my husband's best friend who has celiac disease, that's when I heard about it, and I was like, oh, like, that is a thing, that you just, like, your body can't process gluten. So, and I had the sign, there was the signs of it developing, because, you know, 5 years ago, we went out to a restaurant, and I had a burger. Normal day. I have burgers all the time. I love burgers, right? So this time though, I've been to this restaurant before. So I had the same burger I got, and then all of a sudden, so after dinner, I felt normal. We were in the car, and I felt like I had to go to the bathroom, like instant. Like I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. I wasn't sure if I had to throw up or go to the bathroom. TMI. And then right when I got out of the car, I literally passed out. I passed out. And then the ambulance came and they checked my blood sugar level, and my blood sugar level was so low. And they asked me, like, are you diabetic? And I was like, what? No, I'm not diabetic. And really what happened was my body was trying to process the gluten, and it couldn't do it. And I didn't figure that out until I went to the doctor and told me I have celiac disease. So I think I was developing a gluten intolerance the past 2 years, and then most recently it's turned into like celiac disease. And then this is everything the doctor was like explaining to me. And so it turns out you don't have to be born with celiac disease, it's just something that can develop. And they're thinking a lot of times, because I asked them, like, well, what could cause it? They said environmental. They're like, you know, big move, like sometimes it's just moving, like a new environment. And all these like severe issues started the week we moved here to Hawaii. Like my body can't handle food like it used to, nothing. So they're thinking that that's when it actually turned into celiac disease, was in the move over here. I mean, that just sounds strange for that to happen, but I mean, they're doctors, they know better than I do. What's wrong, Rissa? You got a stuffy nose? Okay, I'll clear your nose. Anyways, so, yeah. Luckily, my coffee creamer is gluten-free, so I don't have to stop that. I don't have to make a ton of changes. I just have to be very aware. And I mean, we don't even like eat out really, so that's not an issue. I like to make like healthy tacos, but I can't have, you know, the tortillas, so I went and bought the corn flour gluten-free ones. These corn tortillas are gluten-free, so I bought those, and even though those are the tortillas that always fall apart and they suck, you know what? At least I can still have tacos. Meal prepping. I got all my veggies set for the next 7 days. I'm about to cook up the rice, and I already have steak made and some chicken made, so I'm gonna do some steak.